Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Scents of South Jersey with me, Kellen, for another fragrance review. This is going to be episode 2 of the new series, Super Random, Super Cheap, where the fragrance selection is random. It doesn't matter what kind, what style, and of course the price is going to be very cheap. So if you missed the first episode, make sure to check that one out. That was done on Wild Country by Avon. And today we're going to be taking a look at a fragrance from 2001, classified as an Oriental Fougere from the house of Liz Claiborn. It is none other than Mambo for Men. So as always, we're going to break down the fragrance as we usually do in any one of my fragrance reviews, first taking a look at its box and bottle presentation, then going over the notes, then I'm going to talk about its performance on my skin, from my wears of the fragrance, and then I'll give it my overall thoughts and my overall rating. Keep in mind, in the Super Random, Super Cheap series, the presentation does not affect the final rating. And before we jump into the review, I want to mention, of course, if you have, have seen my fragrance reviews before and you're a fan of men's fragrance review content, especially classic masculine fragrances, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you have an Instagram, go check out the Scents of South Jersey Instagram page for photos of fragrances from my collection and news and updates on the channel. Let's take a look at Mambo. All right, let's take a look at the presentation. Let's take a look at the box for Mambo for Men by Liz Claiborn here. So you got a pretty long box with this brown and kind of multicolored pattern here. It's like it's all, no texture, no raised lettering except a little bit here. It says Mambo for Men. It's a 100 ml bottle, so 3.4 ounces on the top. You don't have anything going on the sides. You don't have anything but that wraparound pattern that goes there. Kind of like almost like looks like wooden, maybe like wooden or bamboo, the inside of wood. And they got nothing on that side. And on the bottom, you can see, what's that price tag say? $12.99. I got this from Burlington, and this is on the back here. I got some brand information. So the batch code would be there, but it's covered by that price ticker. It says comparable at $27, but I paid $12.99 for this one. This is one I've always seen at Burlington only. Burlington and Ross, never at Marshalls or TJ Maxx. Here is the bottle. So it's kind of got this weird shape where it bows out here and then dips back in. It's an odd looking bottle. I don't know what it's supposed to represent, if it's somebody dancing, if it's a random tree branch of some sort. And it says Mambo there on the bottom, and you can see that sticker here, and you got a cap. You can pick it up by the cap. Gold atomizer. Not a bad sprayer, actually pretty decent distribution. So odd presentation for Mambo. All right, so taking a look at the notes that are in Mambo for Men by Liz Claiborn. In the top, you have lavender, lime, lemon, verbena, and bergamot. And then in the heart or middle of the fragrance, you have cinnamon, orange blossom, caraway, cedar, rose, lily of the valley, geranium, and patchouli. The base of the fragrance, you have sandalwood, musk, balsam fir, and then patchouli listed again. So I would imagine that that is some sort of error when I looked up online, because unless they put it in 2 times, that doesn't make any sense to me, but you guys may know something that I don't. So those are the notes. What I pick up on the most in this one is a little bit of citrus in the beginning, definitely lavender, and then cinnamon and the sandalwood with a little bit of musk. But the cinnamon sandalwood combo, I think, is the most dominant notes when it comes to Mambo for Men. All right, so the performance for this fragrance is surprisingly pretty good. It lasts an entire workday for me. There's no question that it lasts over 8 hours. I'm still smelling it. I think it sticks to clothes more than it sticks to skin. I think it projects a decent amount in the beginning because I smell it all the time in the first maybe hour and a half that I'm wearing it. But then throughout the day, just in, being around at work, moving around, I'm getting whiffs of it, but I'm definitely getting over 8 hours. I could still smell it on my way home from work today. It was my scent of the day today. And, the times I've worn it in the past, I notice it stays on me for a decent amount of time. But I think when it's sprayed on clothing, that really will push the projection. As far as any matching products, I have absolutely nothing to match with this fragrance, and nor am I going to get anything to match this one. But the performance on this for the price is actually pretty good. All right, guys, it's time for my overall thoughts on Mambo for Men by Liz Claiborn. So this fragrance is mediocre at best. It's very generic. And what I mean by that is it's such a recognizable scent that, I've been smelling it my whole life and I just didn't know it was Mambo. It's really cheesy, and it just reminds me of like a mall store, clothing store, like a low-end store, like something like PacSun that you'd get your bottle of Mambo at the checkout line. You know, you're right there. It's like an impulse item. They have them on the rack, and you know the clerk is like trying to upsell you to get, you know, a bottle of Mambo with your pair of jeans and your white T-shirt that costs, you know, like $5. Like, this is a pretty bad scent in my opinion. It's very youthful. Yeah, it's spicy. It's got cinnamon and it's musky and it's a relatively masculine scent. But like, it's corny. Like, if you're an adult and you still wear this and this is your signature scent and you're a Mambonian and it's Mambo all things all the time, like, grow up. Come on, go get a bottle of Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, and you know what I mean? Go freaking do something with your life. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, this is terrible. Like, Ike Does Stuff did a hysterical review on this one, and he said it was like kind of like a sleazy used car salesman, you know, douche. There's a douchiness to it, and I associate that with like when I was younger, like nightclubs, dressing flashy, going out. And I associate that term with like designer scents all the time. Like when I was, you know, 19, 20, 21, all I would wear would be Italian designer scents. You know, your Armani, your Dolce & Gabbana, the one, or I like the Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male. I love that one. Like this, he said used car salesman. Like, I think of this as like, these are the guys that harass like old women at the mall and the little phone kiosks, and they like try to, you know, pressure you into switching over from AT&T or Verizon to like T-Mobile or Boost Mobile or something. Like, they wear Mambo. Like, don't be that guy. Don't wear Mambo. It's, you know, like, I hate Curve. Curve sucks too. I had a roommate in college who wore Curve, and he was a sleazebag and tried to like rip us off for money when he moved out earlier than we did. You know, that's like, he would wear this too. Like, to him, this would be like the best fragrance. I don't know. I don't really like it. I think it's corny. There's a million things that you could get. There's stuff you can get for less money than this that smells way better, way more mature, way more masculine, way cleaner, and not as like corny. Like, this is just a corny fragrance to me. It's not anything that I ever recommend for anybody ever. So those are my thoughts on Mambo by Liz Claiborn. All right, guys, it's time for the ratings now for Mambo by Liz Claiborn. So let's take a look at the presentation. Again, the box is here. Here is the bottle. The box is ugly. The bottle is stupid. I don't know what's going on. I think the only redeeming factor it has is going to be the decent atomizer. So 2 out of 10 for presentation. Again, it's not going to affect the overall rating. The performance, can't knock it. It lasted a long time on me. It's the one thing that this house did right, is they have good performance with their bad scent. So 8 out of 10, because it did last over 8 hours for me. As far as the scent goes, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Like, it's, I hate it. It's going to be a 3 out of 10. It does have some masculine nuances to it. Unfortunately for me, when I wore it, especially today, my girlfriend complimented it. She said how good it smelled. And I rolled my eyes like, oh my God, I wanted to dump a bottle of Koros over my head just to erase this mess that is Mambo. So 3 out of 10 for the scent, so it's going to give it an overall rating of 5.5 out of 10, which is high. It's too high for this, but its performance is going to bring that rating up. So anyway, that's the rating for Mambo for Men. All right, guys, that was my review of Mambo for Men by Liz Claiborn on episode 2 of Super Random, Super Cheap, and this was super bad. So I would love to hear from you guys. Do you own Mambo? Did you used to own Mambo? Do you agree with me? Do you dislike it? Do you think it's corny? Do you think it's played out? Or are you a Mambonian? Are you a Mambo fan? Let me know what you think in the comment section, and let me know what you think of the review. I would love to hear from all of you. I would always appreciate all of the interaction and the comments. So remember to subscribe if you haven't done so, and check out the Scents of South Jersey Instagram page. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care.